men at this table.
Yep. Let's get
Thank
it done.
you so much.
Good life,
Much
man.
love, y'all. Much love.
All right, absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, I'm glad we.
Let's talk about these hoes.
Perfect segue for this show. Okay, so I immediately want to just jump right in with why we're here at the table, because I think, as I said, I don't know if all of you were here, but I was retired. I was done. I was through in this place. The gender wars had gotten so crazy that I just didn't think that there was.
Blue pills.
Yeah, I mean, like, again, we've been doing this for a long time, and we've always kind of had a little jokes with each other or picked a little bit, but it was never with any hostility or real hatred for one another. And the more I saw that grow, the more I felt my spirit diminished for this space. I just kind of felt like it's gotten a little bit out of control, and I think we can bring this space back to a place where we can really hear each other. And so that's what I wanted to do. What are you thinking?
So the male in me right now. When did it turn bad having these conversations? One, because I remember there used to be a thing on the radio. Crazy Howard McGee, shout out to Crazy Howard McGee, used to do this thing called Venus versus Mars. And it was playful banter between men and women. When did it become hostile? And if social media is a part of that, will we ever get it back? Because now I see a lot of things as COE, which we call content over everything. And we see a lot of stuff that I know is pure content. I know it's done to get clicks. I know it's done to get views, because that you can monetize that and you can make a lot of money. And I look at a lot of these relationship panels and stuff, they always clip the explosive arguments. But then when you go and watch the whole thing, and you actually see some legit conversation between black people, it's like nobody wants to see that and have that conversation. So when in your mind do you think it went sour?
You know what, as you were asking that, the first thing that came to mind was City Girls Up. Because now we're in a competition. And so now it is City Girls Up. And that meant and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm older, but that meant in some way or another we had gotten over the guy.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
So now City Girls Up, right?
Now the City Boys struck back.
And then the City Boy, and now it is this whole competition about how we getting over on the other team. Yeah. And that's what I think. That's where I think it started.
Yeah, I agree with you. For me, it happened a little bit before social media. It was in a club, and it was like, all the ladies that don't need a man for shit, make some noise right now if you don't need a man to do nothing for you. And I hear that every time I went out. Every Friday night I went out. If you don't need a man for shit.
That fat man school?
Own job, own head, own finger.
Rest in peace, fat man.
Rest in peace. Absolutely. But the DJs, I was like, they don't need us for nothing, but I just bought that drink though. So I just bought that drink. Your hands up.
I kind of want to go back to your point earlier. Excuse me. You mentioned social media and the little click bites and clickbait for people just to watch those. So because people have become so conditioned to not view the whole content, once you click on that with social media, because of the way the algorithm works, now you start getting more and more of that fed to your social media. Now it spreads from just them hearing it to now it's them and their friends, because now they send that same clickbait to their friends on social media. And I think if people took time to look at the whole thing and actually had the conversation, we wouldn't be in the place we are now.
What were you going to say, Eldridge?
So I'm going to predate that in the sense of when I saw it really explode, and it was thanks to you, one of yours, on 75th, 70th, black women, the only culture of women talking about they don't need a man. And that's when it went, y'all call it viral now. It went bananas. Whoa, they are. Black women, the only one talking about they don't need a man. Italians don't say it, whites don't need it, Asians don't say it. That's when the Civil War started.
Yeah.
Coming off what you said about when they say, black women are the only women that I'm probably gonna get looked at crazy right here, but I'm gonna try to give black women a little bit of grace on that, because I got homies that's white, and I hear them complain about their old ladies throwing their degrees and stuff in their face too. I would say black women probably vocalize it more, but I think it goes all everywhere. I don't think black women are the front of the feminist movement.
No, yeah.
So the feminist movement is all about, we don't need a man, we can run this planet and we can build all this on our own. Black women are not leading that. They just jumped on that bandwagon recently, in my opinion, but leading that bandwagon are white women.
Yeah.
That's a good
So
point.
it's like, I think, I'm not going to say that black women don't do it,
Yeah.
but I just think the way they're vocal about it, it's more like fussing and vocal about it, whereas the white women literally try to enact plans.
They
to make
organize.
shit happen.
Yeah, they organize
And
theirs.
it's crazy. And it kind of goes for us as a people too, where if you watch, something goes wrong in a Chinese neighborhood or a Pakistani neighborhood, they mobilize.
Yeah,
They
they
shut
do.
down whatever problem it is. Us, we get loud and we tear up whatever, but we don't
Channel.
channel it where
Yeah.
we hurting pockets, we getting people out of office, all that. So I think it's kind of similar to the same, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to totally say that.
Yeah,
Black women just
This was
rah,
20.
rah,
This
rah,
we talking
rah.
25 years. We talking
Yeah.
about the start of.
Yeah.
When,
Yeah.
when our single black cold-blooded women were getting out here in the corporate America. You know what I'm saying? Like
Really,
I got
yeah.
a wife who 30 years into that. You know what I'm trying to say? This is when they was breaking that glass ceiling.
Right, but I guess
That's
what
when
I'm
that-
saying is, I kind of feel like they looked over at the other sides and was like, look how these white women are stepping forward and saying this, that, and that, but only I'm gonna tell it to my man
Yeah.
in front of everybody. That was the difference. You know what I'm
Okay, I got
saying?
you.
Like, I ain't saying that they don't. Yeah, they gonna say it.
White women ain't gonna say that. Right.
White woman just ain't
Right.
gonna say nothing. She just
Right.
gonna go drain your bank account and go.
Right. I got you.
She calculated. She calculated.
I'm going to take that to take a little further over to get a point. I think it's as much black men jump trying to be something else. The typical black African home culture was predominantly woman-led.
That's true too.
When black men try to be like white men in America, and we gonna run shit like they do.
Are you gonna bring
we
up
gonna
the
jump like
patriarchy?
colonizers. Well, we gonna act like them, and then we want to get mad when black women respond to it that way because it's never been like that historically.
Because that's
that
not-
have been woman
Run,
led,
yeah.
woman run. You'll find that a lot of times the men will understand that. As much as we talk about the machismo of the Latino male,
Say it.
Hey, I ain't never heard this shit before.
Yeah, I was looking for
Y'all real statesmen.
What we talk about is unequal sexual desire.
Oh my God.
This is important.
It is important.
Don't leave now.
Listen.
Don't leave now. Are you getting the sex that you want at home? If you are not getting the sex that you want at home, how do you navigate that? How do you feel about that? What?
Yeah,
Frustrated.
it's annoying. Look,
So
Frustrated.
he's a younger guy. I went through the stages again. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay, so-
I was younger. My wife used to be like this. She used to joke with us, family partying around. Damn, I can't bend over. That nigga L just always on top of me. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Well, nah, mature that years now. I'm the one looking at her like, shit, you gotta take me to a restaurant before I can. you gotta take me out, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Stages. So when I was 30s, what you talking about? That's when we made our child 32. You know what I'm saying? So you of course still humping. You know what I mean? Tearing them down. Wow.
Okay, but when you, for the gentlemen who are not having the sex they want to have,
well, that's.
I don't know if that's amen.
I have a couple of questions. One is, do you get into relationship with women who are not doing the things, or are they doing the things and then they stop doing the things?
So, man, I ain't gonna say
Go ahead.
amen. But I've been in this.
And who gonna
relationship-
see this?
Right.
I've
been thinking-
I mean, we can edit it.
So dating, there's no lack of sex.
Dating, there's no lack
There's
of
no
sex.
lack of sex in dating. The lack of sex comes in relationship. This is bullshit. From the
'Cause they
married,
get what they
that's
want.
very true. The married men I know, not at this table.
Right.
The married, because
Now say what you
no,
say,
no,
bro.
I'm saying because people watching
Shit.
they have said to me it's easier to get outside pussy than it is to get pussy at home. It's the wildest shit in the world. So I've been in a relationship for a little bit. Oh man. So it'd be like, she in the medical field, they get them 1 or 2 days off. And so it's like, oh, okay, we get ready to have it. No, she just wants to spend some time. I'm like, spend some time with this dick is what you need to do. like we can hang out later. She told me head happens when you getting ready to have sex. I said, I don't know if this is gonna work.
That's crazy.
I said, I don't know if this is gonna work. But then she made marshmallows from scratch.
That's crazy.
Right. So I'm like,
which one is better? Would you rather have the head?
I want the head.
Okay.
I want the creativity of your
the
marshmallow. That made you get up and say, I'm gonna make a goddamn marshmallow.
Yes.
I want you to apply that to the penis licking.
To the penis. Yes.
Bro, listen.
Yes,
I
that's
just be
exactly
honest. Like at times, and this roller coaster ride with my wife, I've been a terrible husband. Right?
Okay.
I can honestly admit that, and let me tell you why. Because my thing was I didn't know how to handle fame. Working at Leon that was working at Foot Locker was cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the plaza. I'm knocking them down before I met my wife. But now Leon works on the radio. My point is, when it comes to talking about the sex thing, I get it. Sometimes you're tired, right? I have a high sex drive. Listen, and my wife is fine to me, so you know, I want her to be my little porn star. She told me one day, she was like, "Well, when you do all the bullshit you do, that make me not want to have sex with you." And I was like, "Well, that's a cop out, because I ain't never not want to have sex with you. I don't care what you've done to me, what you said to me, or made me mad. I ain't never not found you attractive." And I get it. You mad, you upset, right? But at the end of the day, I still like being with you. And when I felt like I wasn't getting what I was getting there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like I don't trip on nothing. At the end of the day, I do like
My dick suck.
What's the love language shit y'all talk?
Physical touch.
I like physical touch, and all the time it ain't gotta be sex. Your hand is amazing too. How about that?
I'm learning that.
Halftime of the Spurs and halftime.
And I hear you. It's one of the things I hear men say.
And I hate when sex is used as like a
weapon.
No, reward. Yes.
Yes. With the tires.
Yes.
I agree with that.
It's Tuesdays.
Yes.
Oh my God! Tax returns came back. Oh no!
Yes.
I hate I'm not doing this because you did this, and I hate when it's used as a reward, like you reward.
Okay, let me address some of that. And I'm gonna bring this back to the ladies group too. But women really do feel like, my friend Tracy would say, her head and her pussy's not connected. But for most women, it is.
Yeah, they are.
It is. So when we're not
Tracy,
Tracy, but for the most part, if there is conflict between us, things ain't moving physiologically for us to be even excited about you in that moment. I tell men, and I did my favorite little TikTok about this. When women are manipulating you with sex, it's when they are fucking you for you to forget about the accountability you're trying to hold her to. You understand? When women are playing sex games with you, they are avoiding any accountability that you're trying to hold her to. You've seen the memes. There's 100 of them. When you walk into the room, she's got a leg cocked up with the booty shorts on. Right. And every time we argue, I come into the room and she looks like this. The second you fuck her right there,
she won.
You lost.
You lost and she won. She no longer has to respect you. That's weaponization of the
check
pussy.
This out. How about giving up that pussy to motivate that man to go out here and do everything?
Listen, I'm that girl.
You jump on me, I'm gonna get up the next morning. I'm gonna have a great day. Yeah. And especially if I know especially if I'm at work I'm at work, I'm like 107.5W. Goddamn, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got a picture. Shit like that.
I agree.
People gonna get mad at me about this. That's why hoes is undefeated.
Yes, and they got the
Because they
best
will
choices.
do what you don't do, and I'm not saying it's right for us to accept
exactly
it,
why
but
they
they
are.
will do it.
They
The
do
BBL girls, we don't care about that. That's just a fun. It's like buying a Corvette. It's fast. You want to drive it, but you got to put that bitch up in the window.
No, it's like renting a Corvette in Miami.
Yeah, you want
But
to
you
drive.
gonna go back home to the state
to the
where
Vans,
Camry.
Exactly.
to the 600 class.
I told you.
You gonna work down.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
So with sex and then dating and trying to get to marriage, if that's a goal for anybody, like you said, women out here making bags. Now, I think at some point to climb a corporate ladder, you got to be cold
Hard.
to something.
I agree. Either way, men or women. I agree. Yes.
Men or women. But they say, oh, we just doing what the guys do to climb this ladder. But I think they're taking the worst parts of men when they come back home. Men, we have to be fearless outside. But I want to take that armor off. Like I said, when I go to my girl house, my house, whatever, first thing I do is take my gun off. I ain't. That's for out there.
Yeah.
I want to be talked to like Chris, like you give a shit about me, like the same thing.
So you think women are having a hard time hanging up their corporate ladder at the home door?
Yes.
Women,
Yeah,
that's-
I think
You think-
at
women in
least the
general
sex.
are losing the concept of their roles,
Yeah.
of who they are to each other in general.
Femininity overall.
Femininity and masculinity. The absence of
This I'm calling bullshit on this. Say what you want. I don't
Okay,
care if you
okay,
say
come
that.
on.
I'm calling bullshit because these women say, I gotta go to work, you want me to cook, do this at the house, and then
Suck your dick.
Suck your dick. I'm tired. But hold on. You say if you had a little bit of time, you'll suck my dick. So meaning I'll do all the shit. So
Well, you can stay at home.
right, but the thing is, we both doing the job, but I still gotta fuck you. Now as a reward. So the thing, the thing that you
I love this.
tired
Sex
from,
is fair exchange, no robbery.
yes,
That's not true.
no bullshit.
It should be.
It should be. Okay, and then you're agree. Because this is the thing. Let's just talk about this, please. Hold on, wait. Let's take a time. Women are not excited to have the sex that you're giving.
Y'all don't forget about Bernie Mac, motherfucker. You better get yours before I get mine, motherfucker.
Listen, we gotta hear each other.
I'm gonna tell you why you have to show them, because women lie too much. Y'all do all
listen,
y'all do all that fake orgasm
I
shit.
totally
and
agree.
Let the guy think he's doing.
You know what he's doing.
Exactly.
And you don't.
I agree. Women have some accountability in the narrative because they are lying. But men also are like, what did he just say? At a young age, it was like, yeah, well, I got mine, you got it. And so women have been out here like, we're left to do, like, fend for ourselves and all of this shit. So it's like, we're not excited about the sex that you're giving.
Guess what? If he went and got his the first time and was that selfish and you didn't get yours, and then you fuck him again and he goes back and gets his and you didn't get yours, then that's on you.
What's that?
It leads to what I used to be, the professional side dude.
Nigga.
Because you're not getting what you want at home.
I've been
Right,
Dude, you are not getting what you want at home. So guess what you are
I've been
doing?
hearing you
And
niggas.
look, let me tell you something.
Boy, it's the best.
I believe him with the bracelets and the little crystals and shit on here in their head. When this motherfucker ain't doing you right, I know tantric.
Yes,
I know this shit.
Yes.
He had that hat on.
All that.
Keep all this shit on.
all that shit on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know several cats like that.
Oh God,
They sage your coochie before you hit.
And like, you know, you want some things, we want some things too. Yes, I think women, there's gotta be a place where the communication really is like, I'm not getting these things. I want this to happen. Please suck my dick more. Yo, this where the clit is. But
Suzette, damn, they take y'all forever. Like, even lesbians can't lick a cup forever. They're like, God damn,
when you get
my
older, you gotta
jaw
get yours
hurt.
before
nigga, I date
Jesus
women, yes, they can't. Okay,
Because they ain't got nothing else.
Okay, pause. Let me give you guys a tip.
Store-bought.
Let me give you guys a tip. You're not eating pussy right. You gotta get down in sniper position.
We do.
Okay?
God
You want me
damn.
to do 1,000 years?
And you don't have to do all that.
gotta drop their jaw.
You
Go
don't.
ahead.
Listen,
You
as a
know, both players have a
bisexual
trick,
woman,
right?
it is much harder to suck dick than to eat pussy.
You know-
Get on your job.
Get in sniper position. I'm listening to your ass. Listen to your motherfucking ass. So I always love you, remember? I mean, you been a long time, motherfucker. Shit, I
I gave you all my greatest tips. Okay. One of the things I wanted to talk about, a couple of relationship people have said, men don't like women. They have just flat out said, you know, men don't like women. But that is like one of the thought processes that have been circulating the internet, is that men like women for the purpose of sex. And I think that it, again, like this is internet stuff, but I'm not sure how in tune you guys are with what's happening. But there'll be, you know, like men, if they won't hold the door if you're not somebody that they think if you're not fuckable. They won't, if you're not someone in relation to them that is of sex, you're useless. You have no place.
Value or whatever.
Yeah. And so there's a thought process that men don't like women.
That's bullshit.
That's complete bullshit.
As boys don't like
No,
women.
not even that. I think
Men.
it's bullshit because of they just spewing out rhetoric and buzzwords
For the
for
Civil
content
War. For the Civil War.
Yes,
For the Civil
it's
War.
for content like Leon said earlier. But yeah, majority of these dudes they don't come across like that, and they just use the buzzwords because they know that who's listening. They know who's the core audience of who's listening. They hear the women complain about men, and then here's a man. Now, since it's coming from our gender, it kind of validates them and their thinking, and then they get the following. Just like that dude, Derek Jackson. Don't these fuck boys out here? They're terrible.
Man,
he was cheating on this woman, but he had the following, and for people to believe him. We know that men don't act like this, and so when we say that's not how we act, like you don't know, you a hater. All right, go ahead, fuck around, find out.
How about this? How about this? Maybe what they're talking about is generation. Because I do have to check my little nephews and stuff from time to time. Because my mama and women like her and my mother-in-law, they'll stand in front of a door till you open it.
Oh,
like
man.
one day my nephew was like,
Exactly.
why you standing there, auntie? She's like, you gonna open this damn door. And then I said, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Now, chivalry ain't dead. A lot of y'all don't let it happen. I was at Jewel 2 weeks ago. Lady had a baby on her arm, holding one in her hand in a grocery bag. I opened the door for you. I said, you need help to your car, sweetheart? And she looked me up and down. And in my mind, I held the door because I didn't want Frida to come out of nowhere and slap me. That's my mama. But I wanted to say, bitch, I wish I could slam this door open, but I can't because one of them doors is going to go
It's a slow close.
Like men like us understand, we know opening the door doing those chivalrous things are a learned behavior. You get that from what you see.
Yeah.
From a man that we have seen. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well, women that teach you
right.
how
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Them guys or them fuck boys, what y'all call them or whatever. See, that's how you get you check them to let them know you must ain't had no man show you.
Right.
To be talking that shit, talking about man, we know you don't like women. Get on out of here. You ain't had no
But
man.
do men do that?
Yes.
In the
Do
community,
what?
do
Yes.
you talk to younger men when you
All the
see?
time.
Okay, okay.
I think it's dysfunction between both. I think that a lot of women don't like men. They don't know men. It's a little bit of
You
both.
think that women don't like men?
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I say
So-
that in the sense that you just described, that you believe based on some actions that you just described, that it sounds like or seems like men don't like women. But based on the actions, don't smile at me. I don't want to smile back.
If you buy me a drink, get out my face.
Just like he said, he asked a question and there was this animosity met with it.
Okay,
So,
this is a topic that we've talked about a couple of times at the show before, and this is a really delicate space and hard to explain, but I'll try to. We want you to want us too, but just on a base level, we are in fear of you. We're taught at an early age, like, hey, don't go down there without so-and-so. Go down there with your brother. Women are conditioned to be in fear of men all of the time. I said to Michael, I said, when you go walk your niece to the car at night, what are you protecting her from? Raccoons?
So everybody fear black men then, huh?
I'm not.
White folks, Chinese folks, Our women,
We're
everybody
not
was
bad
scared of black man.
enough.
Boogie,
Listen,
right.
listen.
Boogeyman, the black man.
But it is, but you are our man. So it is basic. It is for all women. Like there was a guy who
You're
put
a man that you're scared of.
yeah.
That's sad.
Listen, exactly.
That's
I was explaining to someone that a guy put up a post that he said, "Ladies, aliens came down yesterday, and they took all the men away. It is now just you. What do you do?" The answers broke my
the tire.
heart. They said I would walk the street at nighttime without being in fear. I could put both set of headphones in. I could go to the club and not fear getting my drink. It was everyday, regular shit. Nobody was like, yay, men are gone. We were all like, yo, we can wear our titties out and not have to worry about that. Like, it was regular things. So more than anything, I think that each gender is in a little bit of pain right now. There's a lot of hurt. And I think that black women, yes, I think women in general are in fear of men. It is, when you look at the perpetrators of crime against women, the largest majority that perpetrate those crimes are men. So what women are saying and what we're responding to, because listen, when the question came up, and I want to hear you guys' response about if you're stuck in the woods, would you choose the man or the bear?
Yeah.
Men, under your breath, that's stupid shit. But did you see how all the women, it resonated with Chinese women, white women, black women?
Test it out.
There wasn't any group of women saying, we're the ones afraid of the bear. All of the women were saying, we're afraid of being in the woods with the man.
Yeah, test it out and record it.
Listen.
My thing is this. So you don't think growing up we had uncles, aunts that told young black boys, don't you let no bitch take your money. No gold digging bitch take your money. So now when we come in relationship with y'all, we already got our guard up thinking that you want something, thinking to do something. So I think does that go back to a parenting thing?
Okay, you said a lot of things in there. I just want to go. I want to address some of them. One of the things that you said was that you were taught, like, don't go out and date these gold digging women. And yes, that is true. The difference between that is that you have to be in relation with a woman to be in fear of her doing those things to you. I'm talking about existing in a world. I'm talking about women existing in a world, walking down the street. You're talking about me having to actually have some communication and using discernment. You know what I'm saying? I was like, so but that has been, a lot of men will say that to me. Men are in fear too. We're not talking about the same level of fear. And at the same time, I'm not coming for anybody at the table. I am trying to get across some understanding so you see how what is happening to us is being perceived.
So I guess what I would ask, well, what could we do to make that better? How can we not make y'all be scared?
Okay, I want to jump with this girl there. So I got 2 daughters. So I tell you what I've done. Well, I got you. So I tell you, here's what I've done, because I've had to hear that from them. And I've had to accept it because it was coming from children I love. So
but why didn't you accept it from any other woman?
Because I'm a human and I'm a man, and I think humans are, as men, we're taught to defend our position at all times.
Okay,
So
fair.
I will
give you that. That's why he at this table. Didn't I say I don't always agree with these niggas, but at least I got some good niggas out there.
I love the tone. I love the interaction with it.
One was raising my son to not be that guy.
Thank you.
2 was raising my daughters to, again, I don't care male or female, have your guard up, be ready. I had to do that because her friends and her cousin and other women like that have some of that fear of just walking down the street, just going to the rules that we have. Think about it, as black men, we teach our children rules we get put up by the police, right?
Right, how to act.
Please say it. Please, if you're going, please.
Don't do. Right. As a father of girls, my girls, as soon as they go to the club, they have to be taught to do.
Yes, and also, I remember having a conversation with my daughter. Listen, if you walk down the street and a guy says hello to you, be polite as you can. keep it moving.
So my wife said.
We don't
Said
want to have to.
she's giving her number just to diffuse shit.
Yes.
And the dude just called it right there, and I said, "Well, I'm glad." I didn't get mad at that. Like I knew some guys that got mad at that. I said, "Well, anything you do to get yourself up out of a jam,
Right.
do it.
Yeah.
Whatever's by
Yeah.
any means necessary. Then if you can't, stay put, make a phone call."
Yeah, but I say that
Somebody will be
to say, like, again, and again, I'm not coming for you. I'm not coming for any individual. I just really, well, you know, I hope that you guys hear that and just consider.
The father $3. I wish we could change that. I would just like information from women, and maybe on the women's show they'll ask this. How can we as men change that? And it's not gonna be overnight. It's gonna be something
sure.
that takes some time, because once a wall has been built up, and that's a wall, saying that you rather be in the forest with a bear, saying you rather, you know, saying walk through a pack of lions with pork chop drawers on.
Say that again.
It's not quick, but the way to change that is to be in a relationship with a man, right?
If that man's not abusive. Because you have women that go in relationships with men, and some men are abusive.
So again, I'm just
How do we
asking,
change
are
that?
most relationships with men abusive or not? So
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So
yeah, I don't
I'm
think
there
so
on the
either.
side of
I don't
think
proper
most are.
judgment.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So that's what I would think the proper way. That's why women, some of this I thought we was going to talk about was marriage. I think marriage is not pushed out here more. You know what
Okay,
I'm
so
saying?
let's talk about
relationship.
that, because that's on these cards. Let's talk about that. Is marriage viable?
I think marriage is over with.
You think marriage is
I
over
think
with?
our generation, there's so many missing pieces before you even get to marriage. There's no family foundation. There's no roles of any sort. There's nothing. There's all of that
It's
needs
business.
to happen before marriage becomes a question. There's a understanding of what a man's role is and what his plight in life is and all those things, and vice versa. None of that is being distributed anymore. So there's no family unit to even express. I mean, to get to the point where you say a wife and a husband, there has to be a whole understanding about family, about
What's
you know
the
what I'm saying?
blueprint?
What's the blueprint?
What's the
And
blueprint?
that is
Right.
absent. There's no. When you were first started, I was just thinking there's no male or masculine presence at all anywhere. Not in school, not at home, not at the bank, not at church, anywhere. So without that, there is no circular.
See how he took that goddamn
of
plane
anything.
and circled O'Hare and came
Right
right back
back,
around?
There's either
right.
fear as to why she doesn't want to see him. Then there's fear from him because she gonna take my money, and then that's just dating.
Damn.
Once you date, that didn't even decide whether or not
That
you know what I'm
ain't even
saying.
a committed boyfriend,
Because
yeah.
I'm married, and me being a husband is so much more than just being there for my wife. It's for other people to see. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else. You know what I'm saying? There used to be a time when you would see people be like, something different. What's up with them? They look like something. I don't know what. When I first met Farrakhan, I didn't know who he was. I was like, oh boy, somebody. I don't know why. He just looked like he just had, same thing. When you used to be able to see the essence of a couple or of a union. There's none of that.
Let him get
The
him
way
in.
you just said that, is it like being black in corporate America? Like you're not
Code
there. You're there for your paycheck, but you're there for representing the image of people that look like you.
Right.
So take it on. God damn. So that just hit
That's
me in
crazy.
another way.
Yeah.
So taking on you are the example that it can happen, how it can happen, how it can work for those who are passerby.
But when I think about how it happened,
Shit.
and when I think about how it happened
lot. That's
for most
heavy.
of my friends, there were like, I wanted to get married because of the example that I saw from our grandparents. That was really the foundation. And it wasn't so much about them together. It was the fact that they had a plan, and their household moved together. The entire family gravitated around my grandparents' house because their union moved everything.
Yeah, y'all
You know
was
what I'm saying?
satellites. That was the-
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It was from a back shot to say, I want what they got. Not necessarily a wife. I want the union of movement that it allowed. You know what I'm saying? And it was so bright.
That just evoked a whole feeling.
Yeah.
So,
That's dope though. I mean, but it
Yeah.
is true. Like everything now is looked at as business. When I talk to my little cousins and nephews, they be like, "Man, I ain't getting married. It's lit out here." But then I turn around to him and say, "It's piss in the dating pool." Which one is it? Is it lit or is it messed up out here?
I'm gonna bring a little reality
COVID shocked a lot of people. They wish they had somebody to be with.
Yeah,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So that's what there you go. So I'm gonna bring some reality to this about real. So I'm a physical therapist by trade, but also full disclosure, in the last year, I just got diagnosed with MS myself.
Right.
You want to talk about having that wife in your corner to motherfucking take care of you and you see me, I ain't physically crazy, but to hear some of us say you got MS and me as a physical therapist know what this shit can go and do, and then hear wife tell me I'm the business person. You know what I'm trying to say? So I didn't have the insurance. She works corporate.
Yeah.
She got the insurance.
Yeah.
I'm in the hospital. I'm like, damn, baby, thank you, baby. Because, man, them bills coming, I see them. You know what I'm saying? 180 here, 210 here. She like, baby, what? You did it for me? What?
I got you.
I got you.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Because you got some family
Ooh,
moment there for
oh, man. I'm like, oh, I got a real. You know what I'm trying to say? This is what it's about. And then, like, with me being a physical therapist, I deal with like geriatric population. So that's all I see is older people. And from the poorest to the ones with money, who in relationships, who have husband and wife, they are the best. They are the best. They loving, they live the longest, they're happier. And I'm talking about the poorest of the poor.
Yeah. To
the ones losing their link 9, they in there, don't know where it was.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta get out and work 80 hours now. But anyway, them single ones though, I call them the Eustas, my black men. I used to have a Cadillac, Foster.
Yeah.
I used to be at the club, Foster.
Did he call them the Eustas?
I was like,
it's sad too. It's sad.
Which is, and I'll be honest, I tell a lot of my black male friends, get you a wife.
Oh man.
Get you a wife.
They don't know how.
Get you a wife.
That's what I'm
Tell you what
saying.
they think as soon as I get that wife, that whole
Leon, you would get your plate first, nigga.
But that's it. See, they want all those tangible things.
Yeah.
They want the plate first. Yeah. They want the door held for them. But that's not what about marriage is. And that's what people are going for. These things they see these aura things. They're like, I want some of that. But they ain't been taught the ground rules on how to get that provided for you.
You said marriage is dead. I don't think marriage is dead. I just think it's more of a business decision now. And it's more of a business decision, especially for males, because if you go into it, a lot of guys now, are established before they get married, as you should be. You might have your house already, you might have your pension set up already, or whatever, 401k or whatever. But when you get divorced, say that again. When you get divorced,
I've seen a couple of my guys go
look,
through it, man.
You can easily lose $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 out the door just because you married the wrong woman, right? So now, if you're a guy who wants to get married again, now you sitting back thinking, wait a minute, I just lost half my retirement, part of my pension, to somebody. In Illinois is a no-fault divorce state, for those who don't know. Yeah. So it don't matter if you cheated, she cheated, or whatever. She could have been out here with 10 different dudes and you call her.
Down the middle.
It don't make a darn bit of difference. You still lost half of your stuff.
Yep.
So now you have to start thinking about, okay, wait a minute. If this go left, if I get married again and this go left, I'm losing half again. Yeah. So it's more of a business decision going, okay, look, we need this insurance.
But marriage is a business decision. Always has been from the kings and queens back in the day. That's why they got married.
I understand
Don't
that.
run from that.
But nobody was losing half back in the day.
Well,
people are losing half of everything now. And you could have been building that wealth for years before you got married.
But there are provisions to safeguard men and where that's concerned.
We weren't doing that 20, 30 years ago.
I agree.
People
Very
just
true.
started doing that.
But if you
didn't have nothing, if you only had $100,000 in the beginning, you wasn't thinking about that when you first got married. You were thinking you were getting together, trying to get this house, trying to have a couple of kids. You love her, she love you, this, that, and the other. You wasn't thinking about it going left.
I don't
Yeah.
disagree with that, but I believe that seems like a more minor problem, and I'm gonna explain why. I'm explaining what I mean by minor. You got to get married first. And that's the part we ain't even got to yet. We talking about fear of.
You're saying the steps to even getting
Right,
married are
right.
big.
Well, I'm not saying that it's not valid because it is about the cost of getting divorced. I guess there's no real solid answer to answer that question.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can get a prenup. We can get this. Everybody can say what they're gonna do to try to protect their business assets of the marriage. But what we're talking about, how we getting black people back together. And it's a long road before we get to the financial business part of the marriage. We are disconnected.
But I think that
outright
from
each other.
I think that hold on, let me just
You
say
don't
this.
think so?
Hold
No.
on, wait a minute, guys. I think that if we look at that as the end goal, it can help at a starting place. Because I do think marriage needs to be more business than it is necessarily about all the love that doesn't sustain
I agree,
you.
but I don't know that many
But-
couples
but
are
at
at the
this-
point
but
where
at this
they
age-
want to get married, but they decide not to because they can't figure out that part.
But I don't think we're
That's what I'm saying.
Analysis.
But I don't think we're that
yeah.
disconnected. I don't think we're that disconnected that people don't want to get married because people are still getting married.
Yeah.
And we're still at the table having these conversations about it.
Marriage is decline.
Divorce is not declining.
Yes, it
Divorce
is. It's
through
a
the
third
roof.
now.
Roof right now.
No, divorce is
Census just said divorce is one of the
Divorce is at
highest.
50%.
No, that's
Divorce is
no,
still
no,
low.
people are not getting married. No, that exactly.
That's what I said percentage.
Numbers down.
Numbers down.
Yeah,
That's I just
the
I was
numbers
preparing to
down.
come here because I thought I was making sure I had this shit right. That shit is down.
Thank
I was
That
preparing to
percentage
come
is
here.
not-
That shit is down.
So the
Especially for
percentages
white
are-
folks, because
the
they,
percentages, so it's more, it's closer to 52% now.
if
When
you
it's
Google
always
it, you can't even
been
pull it
around
up now. They
49.
won't even talk in
So it's
percentages
up,
like
the
that.
percentages up, but the total number of divorces are down because the total number of marriages are
Exactly.
down.
Okay, so then
Exactly.
That's not a.
Well,
So
tomato,
people aren't
tomato.
getting,
Yeah, I got you, but it's
people
down.
aren't getting married.
No.
That's it.
But how about y'all?
Which is his point. Like, we
Right.
can't even
Right.
get there.
That's
Right.
We 5 miles before we even
Yeah.
get to.
But I got a
I
question
get
for
that.
you.
Hold on,
fear,
hold on. Let me
you know,
let
but there has to
Chris
be
get
two
his.
responsible
Yeah.
people with enough dough that they scared to lose. That's interested enough to even start having the
There has to be two
conversation.
people who have enough dough. Because most of the time, now women won't, a lot of women won't do this, but guys will. Guys will marry a woman who's below her tax bracket. Women very rarely do that.
That's one of the main
That's
reasons why
true.
women very rarely. That's
A
why
guy will marry a woman below his tax bracket.
Okay, hold on, guys.
Woman very rarely
Hold
does
on, Michael. Hold on, you guys.
Absolutely.
Chris has got a
To
question.
your point, we not getting married. So I'm the only one at the table who has never been
married.
engaged. yet.
Okay.
Shit.
What got you there?
How old are you?
42. I hear so much of like they're looking for husband qualities, but I gotta earn wife stuff once I propose. And I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
if you ever want to be a manager, while you at the cash register, you gotta show manager
Right,
potential
manager.
to get promoted there. But they don't hear me when I say this. So what made y'all say her?
Tell us.
I
gonna be
had,
some
so I already
fun.
had my house. I already had 2 dogs, cars, a vacation, all that
Ralph.
stuff. All of that. This is the first time I left her in my house while I went to work. All right? And we had been dating for a while before this happened. It's the first time I left her in my house and then went to work and came back home. I went to work, came back home. I walked in my house and I almost didn't feel like it was my house. Oh, this is different. Okay. And then after that, letting her stay over a little bit more, all of a sudden, from a house, it started to become a home. Looking at it, I was like, okay, so this is what everybody's been talking about. Because I had heard the phrase before, you know, a woman makes your house a home. And you just don't know what it is until it happens. And then when I walked in and I felt it happen, and I was like, oh, that's it. Now I get
Learning
it.
lines for you. So I was a little younger. I met my wife at 18. We dated
Kicking it.
5 years, kicking it. Dating. No, see, that's what I'm this. We dated, just dated college.
Okay.
Dated. That's just my girlfriend. That's what she is. Then she was like, we started date. The 5 came. She was like, baby, don't. What you gonna do with me? You know what I'm trying to say? Don't use up my good years. So I'm like, okay. So we go ahead. Let's go ahead and get married. I mean, I propose. we get engaged. So that engagement was a aura. I remember this shit specifically. I remember it just came over me like the engagement was like, damn, getting engaged. You know what I'm trying to say? So to speed it up to say, when we got married, a whole nother shroud just came over me. Just responsibility, like, whoa, like, damn, this is my other half. I'm responsible.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I wonder, is that a deterring factor in choosing marriage? When you feel like that level of responsibility, does that scare
Not
guys?
when you that man raised by that mother.
You want that. You
See, I'm
want
trying to
that.
say not when you've been raised by the real one.
man. You're right.
See, I'm trying to say not when you can change the tire.
Yes, but as
You
a
ain't
guy
scared.
who was
Okay.
raised by, I had 2-parent household, but I'm also an athlete too. I want to go to the team that needs me to field the position.
Yep.
If I'm playing
Really?
if I'm a basketball
Yeah.
player and I play point guard and you trying to play point guard, I'm not trying to be.
Can't happen.
You can't. You are not making room for me to be on your team. I'm trying to hoop. Give me the ball. I'm a point guard. This is for me.
So when the
That's all.
guy's in the sniper position and
No,
I got a real question.
Okay, yeah.
If he just flicking the tongue, why not just say, stop doing that? Put your mouth like this because
in the moment.
when I'm
agree
getting my
with you.
dick sucked,
I'm gonna tell you.
take your hands off.
Yeah.
Move your hands. I'm
Look
just
at
saying.
it.
Stop that.
I don't need your hands.
Instructions in the moment. That's
I'm
easy.
player athlete. I'm coachable.
Yes.
Once you show me the play, I'm going to run that play.
Okay, question.
2 times a day, 5 days a week is too much sex. Once in the morning, say you get up morning wood and then put me to sleep at night. Is that too much? 2 times a day, 5 days out of the week. Pick the 5.
It could be quickies. I do believe in blowjobs. It could be a hand job. It's not going to be like vaginal
Yeah,
sex.
blown out, yeah,
It's
full
not 2 times a day, 5 days a week.
No.
2 times. All right. Okay. 2 times a day for 2 days and one time a day for 3 days. Can we do that?
Would you be okay with him masturbating and getting off if you're not living up to par?
Oh God, that's gonna make me want to have sex. Okay. Are we gonna ask any of these questions on here? Because the ladies, and we running out of time. So I know that if there's any one particular
I got
thing.
one.
Okay.
Fellas. If she's not what you desire as a woman, why do you still sleep with her?
Because the sex is good.
So you don't feel any responsibility to what she's feeling and what you know she wants more and you don't, but you fuck her anyway. You
Have
keep
you
going.
communicated that with her?
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's the question.
All right, look, this is not going to, we're not going any further than this. This is what it is.
You can't get mad.
Yeah.
You can't get mad if you still come
I totally agree, but we know that women.
But that's not on
That's
me.
not a fault.
Okay.
Because you're
Okay.
grown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
Bro, I've already told you.
Yeah.
So if you still want to come over here and spend the night and get this work, then come on over and
But
get
let me ask you a
this work.
question.
Yeah,
At a
there's-
certain point in time, though, do you get a little accountability and say, let me stop fucking this chick? And do you just be like, you know what? Nah,
When
I'm
I
straight.
see her attitude change and she becomes more clingy or more attached or start having those conversations about us being together all the time, then I'll be like, all right, it's time for me to cut off.
For some bullshit happen.
Right, before something happens.
Is when that happens, and it took getting a little older, because
You're younger.
yeah. So especially when like stand up men, you want to establish yourself, have something going for you, and then you bring on somebody else. But at that point where you say, well, I'm not ready for all that yet, but she keep on hiding ready pussy. I got time for that.
Right.
I got time, especially at the end of the day, I got time for that. So if I keep telling you I'm not there, I always had an analogy, you at a store, the lights are off, the doors are locked, and you trying to get in. It's your fault.
Yeah.
The store is closed, motherfucker.
Okay, really quick because we do have to wrap up. Is there something that you guys want me to address with the women? Is there like a pressing 1 or 2 topics, a pressing 1 or 2?
I got one. I
Yes.
want to ask women to their face. And I don't know how you can word this. You hang out with gay men. They're your besties. But the first time a man doesn't want you or you get mad at him, the first thing you do is
Call him
weaponize
gay.
the word gay. But you're so much of an ally, or sassy. You're so much of an ally, but when you're using these terms, you're using them in a violent. You're using them to demean. But if I say, "Oh, you're going out with your little gay ass friend," do not talk about him like that. He is a human being.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
I don't understand. Like how you said, men don't like women. Man, I don't think women like men, and there's so much evidence. Like when you get dressed, back out, legs out, whatever, all the things that attract men. So you get dressed, you record yourself doing all the things, you post yourself, but then you get in the club, you dance on your girl, you slap your girl ass, y'all dancing with each other, y'all take shots. I'm a man, I like to pull up. I don't do date naps, I don't do none of that. I like to see what I see, and I pull up and I talk. I'm just here with my girl. Or you get irritated by a man talking to you, but you the same with like niggas won't leave me alone, but then you checking your DMs for the shit that you posted. So you like the how do you like the attention, but you don't like interaction? And
I have some initial thoughts, but I'm gonna leave it for the group.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Why do so many women settle and marry the man? They settle for a man and marry him instead of marrying the man they're really in love with.
Yeah.
Why do women so often settle? So they'll settle for the financial stability and everything else.
That's how dick sucking women feel about you marrying the non-dick suckers.
But won't marry the man that they really
Why
love.
did you do that?
I don't know.
They make a mean
Because
pop
they settle and
Biggest
then they
mistake
end
of
up
my
cheating.
life.
Okay, I got you. Anybody else? Because I like these.
Yeah, I got.
Come on.
So, my question is, present day, most particularly black women tend to be, outpacing men,
Yes.
education, and financial wise. I am curious as to why women, or boss women, so they call once they start, obtaining these, why they adopt the most toxic traits from men and not the things
That they want to see in men.
exactly.
Yes.
They always
Come on.
adopt and portray the more toxic traits.
All the boss bitches.
Yeah,
All boss
you
bitches.
did.
Oh,
You
see,
mentioned
nobody
that.
can marry.
I'm
That's
a
the same
boss
thing
bitch.
they don't like about the guys.
Oh, okay.
It's
You know,
annoying as hell.
And why won't they marry below their
you know what I'm
tax
saying?
bracket?
I've always thought that's
Yeah, and we're not intimidated.
So
we're just
why-
turned off.
Yeah, it's just turned off.
I got you.
Why won't they marry below their tax bracket, especially when men throughout time
I've always
have
done that.
always married below their tax bracket and built a woman up?
Now,
Come on, I got you.
why do women have such a problem with the word average when it's applied to
Or
them?
submissive?
Right, because I did learn that like we don't like being called sixes, and that's average.
And majority of them are that or less. 1,000 niggas.
It's a
It
lot-
ain't no bad bitches out there.
It's a lot of average men.
It's not a lot of bad
It's
bitches.
a lot of
Rose, don't be laughing in the background.
He's 100%. It's a lot of average men
yeah.
out here, but we're okay with that because we
Yeah.
understand that doesn't demean us. What we don't want to be as men is below average or bottom of the barrel. If we average on
Call
up,
me a 7.
if you, hey, listen,
You
man,
good.
if I'm out here and like a woman will say, "Oh, I want a guy to make this, and this. I want he 6'3", this much dick, and 6 figures." Do you realize that's like 1% of the world?
Right,
Come on.
Do they know how much sex how much sex you have to have in a monogamous relationship?
Okay, because if she had adequate enough sex, would you be monogamous?
No, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
But
No,
I'm saying,
I
but
must
you,
keep it real.
but you have to have sex in a monogamous.
If I was getting bust down, I wouldn't be able to focus. I'd be drained.
I don't think monogamy can come from the opposite sex.
Right.
At least for a man.
has to be on
It's once you decide that you're just not going to do it. It's just that
Right.
simple.
I heard a guy say this. He said, and when I heard it, I was like, oh, damn. He asked his girl, this is one of the girls he was dating 3 different women. And she wanted him to date her exclusively. He said, okay, no problem. She does this, she does this, she does this. Are you gonna do
All of it.
all the stuff that they do and still what you do?
I think that's a big misconception, though. Nobody gets everything in a relationship, though.
Of course.
Right.
One person. So why are we building this off
But
pretense?
watch this though.
Nobody
Nobody
gets
gets everything, but everybody has something in a relationship that's very important to them.
Yes.
Right,
I got
because
that.
the
That's
80-20
fair.
The important
That's
shit
fair.
should be part of the focus.
That's
If the
true.
important
That's
shit is
true.
not getting
So look,
focused on,
I don't need
I get it.
No.
But I need a good 75-80.
The
You know what
whole
I'm saying?
number shit is bullshit. It's like 50-50. It don't work. It's not real. 28, y'all just switching that shit. 20, 80, 60, 40, 30. See, stop that shit.
Hold on, let me get what you say.
I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. If 50-50 ain't always about money, first of all.
Yeah.
So like if I'm let's just say I'm covering every bill, every financial burden in the house is on my back. I'm covering all that. Anything break around that motherfucker, I got it. But when I come home every day, how you say you came home, the house smelling like lavender, food cooked, whoop wop the bam, and then she say, when you get finished, come on upstairs, I got something for you. For me, that's you pulling your 50, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. You ain't gotta drop a dime in the
That's
bank.
right. You gotta
because
know
what
your
you're
part
giving
three.
me, you making me want to go out and earn.
Right. You gotta
like,
know your part.
like I said, we got sometimes whatever we lack in. Let's just say I lost my job tomorrow at WG. My wife is a makeup artist for television and film, right? And let's just say she had to go out and get it for a minute till I got back right. Because as a man, I can't sit here and let her take care of it. Even if I gotta go work post office, bust up concrete, I'm not gonna sit at home and let her pay bills, right? But at the end of the day, if I just had to, when she came home, crib to be neat, I'll fix her something to eat. I don't care how long a day was. It's whatever I'm doing to make her life a little bit easier because of what she's doing. And that's why I think black men feel underappreciated sometimes, because we'll go out, bust our ass, deal with society, because that's the thing. I don't care what you say. Even in the industry I work in, I got to look across the hall from me, no disrespect, and see a dude who I know I can move around Chicago better than. I know I'm known more out here on his side of town and my side of town, but he make 2 times more. So that's on my brain. And then they always want me to do this. Oh, Leon, community, do this. Well, we'll call him that. That's making all this money.
Yeah, right.
You know why you call me? Because you know I'm going to be received. Then when I come home, I got a bed for some pussy. That's terrible.
I agree. And listen, there have been a couple of points in this time that where I could hear the comments from the women already based on things that you're saying, because I know that.
And it's going to be emotional. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, why does it have to be that way?
But I think that women are going to also say that they are feeling that too, that they are feeling some of those pressures too. And really what I think we have to stop doing, and I keep saying this in a lot of spaces, it's not the pain Olympics. Like, black men are dealing with what black men are dealing with. And as a black woman, I can empathize with that, because guess what? I'm fucking going through it too. And that's what I think we just really gotta, the city boy, city girl shit is over with. Like, I'm done with who's up and who's down. Like, we are in this fucking shit together, and we gotta figure it out.
Like, this is what I say to that. When people really get into that, I say, we can have a conversation, but remember, at the end of the day, we've all sat and watched each other get killed on TV. From George Floyd to Breonna Taylor out in St. Louis, to the young lady in Texas where they hung Sandra Bland. So we've watched each other die on that alone.
On that alone,
knowing that us as a people, we got a struggle in common that we don't
that
need.
Connects.
We don't need to be arguing with each other about, well, bitch, I'll do this. Well, nigga, I'll do this.
And I don't know if if you guys looked at the flyer that I put together, one of the things that it said is leading with empathy. Like, that is one of the things that we've got to do. We've got to lead with empathy. We need to definitely refine our communication. I think that men and women are not talking to each other in a way that we are hearing each other. And I think both of us are hurting and really at the end of the day want the love of each other. And so hopefully with these conversations we are moving in a direction. Like, we're fighting against a lot, but we've got to at least move in the direction of. And so again, I thank you guys 106.
Hey, at this point in my life, if my wife got a young boyfriend, just tell motherfucker to pay Netflix. So
they keep doubling up.
Get Paramount, because one of my shows on Paramount.